All right, so I had to come back after rejuvenation. All right, so check it. Now, for those, you got one side that feel me on what I'm feeling about the whole idea of abortion. But let's get to it, because I said I want to focus on more so the healing. But there's some information that need to be dropped. Let's drop some actual answers to a lot of people's question about the whole situation, who is completely biased. Okay, let's go. Viral video is circulating online framed by a text saying, "Did you know Roe vs. Wade passed only because Roe lied about being raped?" That's not true. Rape played no part in the U.S. Supreme Court's 1973 decision in Roe vs. Wade, the case court that made access to abortion legal across the country. Rather, the court ruled in a 7-2 opinion that women had a constitutional right to abortion under the 14th Amendment right to privacy. In fact, the court's decision didn't even mention the circumstances that led to the plaintiff's pregnancy at all. It just said Roe alleged that she was unmarried and pregnant, that she wished to terminate her pregnancy by an abortion performed by a competent, licensed physician under safe clinical conditions, that she was unable to get a legal abortion in Texas because her life did not appear to be threatened by the continuation of her pregnancy, and that she could not afford to travel to another jurisdiction in order to secure a legal abortion under safe conditions. So in other words, the case was not determined or based off the fact that she was raped. Okay, so those who were like, well, what if you get, that case had nothing to do with the fact that they didn't even judge, they didn't make a judgment around anything regarding rape. Okay, however, y'all gotta understand, even the child didn't even know that they were in the middle of the case until they became grown. So y'all need to think about that person's feelings too. You understand what I'm saying? Because that woman, the mother, still had that child. She just didn't want that child because she was mad at that dude, the husband. Reason why that, because she liked the same sex. Norma McCovey, an imperfect plaintiff. Norma McCovey was born in 1947 to an alcoholic single mother in Texas. She was a delinquent and somewhat rebellious child. Her mother sent her to a reform school because Norma was kissing a girl. She dropped out of high school and struggled with drug addictions, alcohol addictions, and homelessness throughout her poverty-stricken life. She was a waitress and drug dealer, prostitute and painter, respiratory therapist, and bond runner. Although she chased after girlfriends, she married a man and became pregnant when she was 16, then quickly divorced him by her third pregnancy at 22 years old. She wanted an abortion but couldn't afford a doctor in California. So she sued Texas under the protection of a pseudonym, Jane Roe. Pseudonym, for those who don't know what that is, that's basically a fictitious name. The court case took 3 years to reach the Supreme Court verdict. She liked the same sex. She got caught kissing the girl. Her mother found out about it, and around that time, you couldn't do stuff like that. That was considered taboo. Just like it was taboo to get pregnant and you didn't marry the person that you were pregnant by. All of that was biased in those days. So they did things to keep families looking like the perfect family. All of it is a form of narcissism. I'm just going to be real with you. Instead of embracing the child, y'all either put the child up for adoption, hurt the child, make the child feel unwanted, all those stuff. All of that is some form of parental abuse because you want to look good to the public instead of your children. Now, I'm not faulting The mother, Norma McCovey. Not faulting her for what she experienced, because around that time she really didn't have a choice. Okay. A lot of things were biased back in the day. It was taboo to like the same sex. It was taboo to have children out of wedlock. It was taboo. All of those things are taboo, but people are still doing it. And that's where those things surrounded by it had nothing to do with rape. However, I still feel like it should be a balance, in case something like that does happen, because even after the case was over with, she still had the child, but she put the child up for adoption. So she just didn't want to raise no more children. That's all it was about.